guys, and welcome to Holistic Life with Kristen. So this week, my husband, who is a general contractor, is going to be on a job that's about an hour from Houston, and I am going to be accompanying him for that job. So here, I thought I would do a what I eat in a day when I'm on the go video. So currently, I am cooking some einkorn wheat berries in the Instant Pot. They are just finishing up, and then my husband loves beef. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I got this marinated carne asada from Aldi. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cook that in the skillet real quick. I have some green beans that I'm just going to steam in the Instant Pot with a few carrots. So I've got some carrots and green beans. I'm just gonna steam as a side, and then I've got the einkorn wheat berries. Some einkorn wheat berries that I just have stored in a PB Fit container. So I'm gonna just measure out. This is what they look like. This is what they look like up close. But these are just basically whole wheat berries. So I'm going to be cooking these in the Instant Pot for 25 minutes. They need 25 minutes on high pressure, and then I'm going to release the rest of the pressure naturally, and then they will be ready to eat. I've got about 1.5 cups of these and about 5 cups of water. 25 minutes high pressure, and then natural pressure release until all the rest of the steam is out. And then this is going to be our base, kind of similar like to rice or quinoa, brown rice, but this is whole wheat berries, which is very nutrient dense. This is going to give us lots of energy and keep us full all day while we don't have, access to our regular refrigerator for snacks. We don't want to be eating in between. We want to be full. We want to eat something quick. We want to have good energy throughout the day, and we don't want to have to snack. So I'm going to be making this for the base, plus our carne asada that I got from Aldi's. It's already marinated and ready to roll. I'm just gonna put it in the skillet, cook it up, and then with our veggies as the side dish. I'm gonna go ahead and make some of this, not the whole thing, like maybe 3 or 4 chicken breasts for my dog, because we like to give her a little treat. So we usually make some chicken for her. So maybe like 3 pieces of chicken for her. Just as we're going out, because we're going to be leaving her here. She might be kind of sad, so we'll give her a little bit of a treat. Anyway, I'm about to get going on this. I'll show you what I have when I'm all done. All right, guys, so while my beef is cooking, I'm just going to let you know, tomorrow morning we have to wake up very early, probably about 6 o'clock, and we need to be out of the house by 7 o'clock a.m. So we do not have time tomorrow to be cooking a gourmet breakfast. That's not what we're going to be doing. So when I'm in a hurry, tomorrow morning, the plan is I'm just going to cook some rice in the Instant Pot, and we're just going to simply sweeten it with a little bit of vanilla milk, brown sugar, and cinnamon. It's gonna be real simple. I can put the oatmeal and water in the Instant Pot while we go get dressed, and then once we're dressed, we'll come out and we'll just be able to add all of the, the milk and the sweetener and the cinnamon to our oatmeal, and we will be ready to have breakfast. And then I'm just gonna do some simple fried eggs along the side. So we're gonna have oatmeal and fried eggs. And then I'm not gonna be having any tortillas because that's too many carbs for me, but my husband, who is Mexican, is probably going to be having some corn tortillas with his eggs. So eggs and tortillas, salsa if he wants it, avocado, maybe if there's one ready over there, oatmeal, and away we go. So per my cardiologist, beef is not the healthiest option, but where I'm gonna be with my husband tomorrow, and we both need to eat, it needs to be something that we both can eat because I just don't have time to cook 2 different dinners. I'm gonna go ahead and prepare beef in this situation. So while I was cooking the beef, I also realized I still had about 1/3 of a yellow bell pepper and 1/2 of a very pretty small red onion. As you can see, the size are about, maybe the onion's just a little smaller than 1/3 of a bell pepper. So it's quite small. I'm just gonna chop this up, and I'm gonna add it at the very end to my beef over there. Once my beef is just about totally cooked, I'm just gonna add the chopped bell pepper and onion into it. This is gonna add just a little bit more veggies and a little bit more extra nutrition, and it's also going to get these used up out of my refrigerator. As you can see, I've just quickly done a quick slice of all of these ingredients, and these are gonna go in right at the end, and they just need a couple of minutes. We still want them to be crispy. We don't want them to be soft and mushy. So we're just gonna cook them for just a couple of minutes at the end. And also, as luck would have it, I do also have just a little bit of leftover pinto beans that I made basically yesterday. And so we've had beans the last couple of days with lunch and with dinner, and again with breakfast this morning. So there's just a little bit left. So this will make a nice accompaniment for the beef and veggies. So I'm also going to pack up what's left of the beans, and we're gonna take that with us too. But when I'm in a hurry like this, I find this the easiest way to use like a pre-marinated meat, a grain, some easy veggies that can just be cooked up. These are just gonna be steamed. Another great option is zucchini. I like to slice that up and saute that in the skillet. That's another great option. It just so happens that I need to get these carrots used up. Yes, they've been in there for maybe at least maybe a whole week. So anyway, these need to get used up and do those this week because they're very easy. They're very fast. They need to get used up. So we're gonna do that for tomorrow. So I have just removed a little bit of the fajita from the pan so that you can see what we've got here. But it is basically, I keep calling it fajitas, but I guess it's like carne asada. It's a marinated meat from Aldi. So I have just cooked it up, and then I've added in that little bit of bell pepper and onion. And that just gives us a little bit more veggies, makes it a little bit more colorful, and extra fiber to keep us full. So this is what it looks like, and I'm going to serve it. And I'm not going to be serving this with white rice, which I think would be kind of a typical choice. I'm going to be serving it with the einkorn wheat berries because it's much more nutrient dense. It's going to keep our blood sugar level throughout the day, give us lots of energy, and it's going to go very nicely with this. So my einkorn wheat berries are done, and this is what I have. I just need to drain these off, and then we're gonna eat this just like rice. And once our einkorn wheat berries is drained, here it is. Here's what it looks like, and it is just a grain that we are planning to eat. This is very healthy, and we're just eating it the same way you would eat like rice with this beef and veggies that we've got for tomorrow. And this is very healthy. It's a whole grain product. It's very nutrient dense, and it does a very nice job of keeping your blood sugar level because of the type of wheat that it is. It's an ancient wheat that's never been hybridized, so this is really, really, really good for you. And so this is a perfect option to keep you full throughout the day, and it also happens to be really delicious. I've packed a portion just like this for myself and my husband. So here I have that marinated meat with the bell pepper and onion, and then I've got some steamed veggies that I just added a little bit of butter, salt, and pepper. And then we have our einkorn wheat berries and just a small serving of the beans that were left over. So this is going to be our lunch. Hi guys, so I just thought I would check in with you. So we just left Home Depot. We had to pick up some supplies for the job that my husband is currently working on. So as I was mentioning in the beginning part of the video, I knew I was going to be away from home. We're about an hour and a half away from home right now, and we were going to be on the go all day, so we needed to have some good healthy food. So I made us a nice breakfast in the morning. It was very simple, easy to put together, with some sliced fruit with peanut butter, some oatmeal, and a couple of eggs, although my husband ate several eggs. I ate a couple of eggs. So it was a very easy breakfast to make, but it kept us full and it gave us the energy we needed. We ate our lunch about 2 p.m. So it kept us full all day. And it was only 7 Weight Watcher points. What I had in the morning was only 7 Weight Watcher points. And then my lunch was a little heavier because of that beef. But even then, and I also had a little bit of yogurt, vanilla yogurt, and banana, which is 0 Weight Watcher points. So I'm doing really well. I still have some to use tonight, although I'm probably going to, when I get home tonight, I'm probably just going to be eating very light. So anyway, I just thought I would check in and let you know how the day went. All the planning made it just so easy. You know, we ate our breakfast this morning, we packed up our lunches, And I'm sure I can find like, something really light when I get home for dinner. That's not going to be a problem. So anyway, was an awesome day out, and I stayed on my eating plan and did not get off track being outside the house all day. So I would call that a serious success. I'm happy with that. So I will catch you guys all in the next video. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Bye.